Hey Taurus, come sit down with me because what I am about to share with you is going to shift everything you thought you knew about where your life is heading right now. This is a general reading for entertainment purposes, so I want you to take what resonates deeply with your spirit and leave what does not align with your journey. I am interpreting the energy I see in these cards, and this is not meant to replace professional advice from qualified experts in any area of your life. But Taurus, when I laid these 10 cards out for you, I actually had to pause and take a deep breath because the energy coming through is so powerful, so deliberate, so precisely orchestrated by forces beyond what we can see. The universe has been working behind the scenes in ways you could not possibly have imagined, arranging pieces on a cosmic chessboard, aligning opportunities, removing obstacles, and preparing you for something that is about to unfold in your reality. Everything is about to come together in a way that will leave everyone around you absolutely stunned, mouths open, wondering how you pulled this off. What I am picking up is that you have been through a season of building, of patience, of wondering when your time would finally come, of watching the clock and asking yourself if your efforts were even being noticed by the universe. You have watched others get their moments of glory, seen people celebrate victories while you stayed committed to your process, trusting that your dedication and consistency would eventually pay off in tangible ways. And Taurus, the energy I am sensing suggests that heaven has quite literally saved the best for last. This is not about small wins or incremental progress anymore. This is not about barely getting by or modest improvements. This is about a complete shift in your reality, a transformation so profound and so visible that when people look back at this chapter of your life in the months and years to come, they will use words like miraculous, destined, blessed, and meant to be. The cards are showing me that you are stepping into a season where everything you have worked for, everything you have sacrificed, everything you have believed in when nobody else could see your vision, is about to manifest in the physical realm in ways that exceed even your own expectations. And here is what makes this so beautiful and so perfect, Taurus. The timing of this breakthrough is so precise, so divinely orchestrated, so aligned with cosmic law, that when it happens, there will be no doubt in your mind or in your heart that this was meant for you all along. This was always meant for you. The first card I pulled is the Page of Swords, and when this card appeared in your spread, I immediately felt this rush of mental clarity and sharp awareness cutting through any fog or confusion. This page is not playing games, Taurus. This is not about being polite or diplomatic or dancing around the truth. This is you stepping into a completely new level of perception, discernment, and intellectual power. What strikes me about this card is the figure standing alert with their sword pointed upward toward the sky, eyes scanning the horizon with absolute focus and readiness. The wind is picking up around them, clouds are moving fast overhead, and there is this palpable sense of being poised for action, but also incredibly strategic about when and how to make your move. The trees in the background are bending with the force of the wind, showing that there is intense energy moving through this situation, but the page stands firm and grounded despite the chaos. The energy I am picking up here is that you have been developing a new level of mental acuity lately, a sharpness of mind that is honestly cutting through illusions, like a hot knife through butter. You are seeing through situations and people with a precision that might be startling even to yourself. This is not the Taurus who gives people endless chances, or who second guesses their intuition about someone's character. This is not the version of you who tries to find excuses for bad behavior, or who talks yourself out of what you clearly see. This is a version of you who has learned to trust the information coming through your awareness, who has learned that your gut instincts about people and situations are not paranoid or judgmental, but accurate and protective. What this card reveals about your situation is that you are in a phase of gathering intelligence, staying mentally agile, and collecting information that will prove crucial to your next moves. The universe is sending you information right now, Taurus. Pay attention to what you are noticing in conversations, what you are overhearing in passing, what suddenly clicks into place in your mind when you are just going about your day. This page represents a truth seeker, someone who is no longer content with surface-level explanations or pretty lies that make everyone comfortable. You want the real story, the actual facts, the truth beneath the performance, and you are developing the skills to uncover it. In practical terms, this might show up as you asking more probing questions in conversations, doing more research before making decisions, being less willing to accept things at face value just because someone says so. You might find yourself in situations where you are quietly observing more than you are revealing, taking mental notes about who says what and how their words match or do not match their actions, connecting dots that others are missing because they are not paying attention. This is not distrust for the sake of being negative. This is strategic brilliance, protective awareness, and intelligent navigation of your path. You are learning to protect your energy and your destiny by being informed and aware of what is really happening around you. The emotional landscape this card reveals is one of intellectual empowerment and mental sovereignty. There is a confidence building in you that comes from knowing you can see clearly, that you cannot be easily fooled or manipulated anymore, that you trust your own perception of reality. What the cards want you to know is that this sharpness you are developing is part of your preparation for the glory that is coming. You need to be able to discern real opportunities from distractions designed to derail you, genuine support from fake friendships built on envy, legitimate offers from empty promises meant to waste your time. Keep your sword of truth sharp, Taurus, because clarity is your superpower right now. Next, I pulled the Knight of Pentacles, and the energy completely shifted from mental acuity into this grounded, unstoppable forward momentum that just steamrolls over obstacles. When this knight appeared in your reading, I felt this wave of determination and commitment that is absolutely unshakable. This knight sits tall on a strong, steady black horse in the middle of a freshly plowed field, holding a single golden pentacle with both hands out in front of him, eyes fixed on it with complete devotion and focus. There are deep furrows in the rich brown earth behind him, showing all the work that has already been done, all the ground that has already been covered, and the landscape stretches out fertile and full of potential as far as the eye can see. This is you, Taurus. This is your exact energy right now. What I am picking up is that while others might be jumping from thing to thing, chasing trends or looking for shortcuts or hoping for overnight success, you have been doing the slow, methodical, incredibly disciplined work that actually builds something real and lasting. This knight represents mastery through patience, success through consistency, wealth through dedication over time. You have been showing up day after day after day, even when it felt like nothing was happening, even when you could not see tangible results yet, even when others could not see your progress and maybe questioned your choices, even when you yourself wondered whether your effort was worth it or if you were just spinning your wheels. And Taurus, what this card reveals is that your commitment is about to pay off in tangible, material, physical world ways that you can touch and see and deposit in your bank account. This is not just spiritual growth or emotional healing, although those important shifts are definitely happening too. This is about actual physical world results that change your daily life. Money, opportunities, recognition, stability, resources, offers, positions, advancement. The Knight of Pentacles brings manifestation from the invisible realm into solid form. In your daily life, this might look like a project you have been working on for months or even years, suddenly gaining serious traction and attention, a skill you have been developing quietly in the background, suddenly becoming valuable and in demand in the marketplace. A financial goal you have been chipping away at with small, consistent actions, suddenly within reach because all those small deposits added up. This knight moves slowly compared to the other knights, but he always reaches his destination, and when he arrives, he brings something of real value with him. The psychological insight here is that you are learning the genuine power of sustained effort over time. The real magic of not giving up even when the progress feels invisible to everyone, including yourself. You are building an unshakable foundation under your dreams, a base so solid that what you create on top of it cannot be easily knocked down by life's inevitable storms. What I need you to really hear is that this steady, reliable, committed energy you embody is rare and incredibly powerful in a world that has largely lost its patience. In a culture of instant gratification and quick fixes, you are playing the long game with integrity and discipline. And the long game is about to show you exactly why it wins every single time. The High Priestess appeared next, and Taurus. When I pulled this card, I actually got chills running down my arms, because this is direct confirmation of something you already know deep in your soul, but maybe have been questioning or doubting. The High Priestess sits calmly between two pillars, one black and one white marked with the letters B and J. A crescent moon rests at her feet, a solar cross sits on her chest, and she holds a scroll of sacred knowledge in her lap that reads, Torah, the divine law. Behind her hangs a tapestry decorated with pomegranates, symbolizing feminine wisdom and the mysteries of the sacred feminine. The veil between the pillars represents the thin barrier between the seen and unseen worlds, between what is obvious and what is hidden, between surface reality and deeper truth. What immediately struck me about this card in your reading is how calm and certain and knowing she appears, how comfortable she is with the mysteries she holds, how she does not feel any need to prove or explain or justify what she knows to be true. This is your intuition, Taurus, and it has been speaking to you loudly and clearly lately if you have been listening. The energy I am sensing is that you have been receiving downloads, gut feelings, dreams that stay with you after waking, synchronicities that cannot be explained away as coincidence, inner knowings that are guiding you towards something significant. You might not be able to explain it logically to anyone else in a way that makes rational sense, but you know what you know. This card reveals that you are being guided by forces beyond what is visible to the physical eye, that there is divine feminine wisdom flowing through you right now that is both protecting you from wrong paths and directing you toward right ones. What this looks like in practical manifestation is trusting those moments when something just feels off about a person or situation, even though on paper everything looks fine and everyone else thinks you are overreacting or being too sensitive. It is honoring those nights when you cannot fall asleep, because your subconscious mind is processing information on a deeper level, working through problems your conscious mind has not even identified yet. It is respecting those sudden knowings that pop into your awareness about what you should or should not do next, who you should or should not trust, where you should or should not invest your energy. The High Priestess does not need to prove her wisdom to the external world or get validation from others. She knows the secrets, she holds the mysteries, and she reveals them in perfect divine timing to those who are ready to receive. Emotionally and psychologically, this card shows that you are learning to trust yourself in profound ways, to value your inner knowing over external validation or popular opinion. There is a spiritual maturity developing in you, a direct connection to source energy that is getting stronger every day. The guidance here is crystal clear, Taurus. Stop trying to explain yourself to people who are not meant to understand your path. Stop attempting to make logical sense of things that are mystical and intuitive and beyond the rational mind. Your inner voice, your gut instinct, your spiritual knowing is your superpower right now. Listen to her, trust her, follow her guidance even when it does not make sense to others. She is preparing you for the glory that is coming, making sure you are spiritually aligned and energetically ready when heaven delivers what it has been holding in trust for you. Then I pulled the Eight of Pentacles, and this card just powerfully reinforced everything we are already seeing about your dedication, your work ethic, and your commitment to skill development. In this card, a young craftsman sits focused at his workbench in a small town, completely absorbed in his work, carefully etching pentacles with precision and meticulous care. 6 completed pentacles hang perfectly aligned on the wooden wall behind him, physical proof of his growing mastery and the quality standards he holds himself to, while he works intently on the 7th pentacle, with one more waiting on his bench to be perfected. There is something genuinely beautiful about how focused he is, how he has tuned out the entire world around him, all the distractions and noise and other people's opinions, to perfect his craft and create something of real value. This is you in your absolute element, Taurus. What I am picking up is that you have been in an intense season of skill building, of honing your natural talents, of becoming undeniably excellent at what you do. You have not been satisfied with being good enough or average or just getting by. You have been pushing yourself to become exceptional, to develop expertise that sets you apart from others in your field, to reach a level of mastery that commands respect and proper compensation. This 8 reveals that your commitment to excellence and quality is being noticed by the right people, even if you do not realize it yet. The universe sees every hour you have invested. The right opportunities are watching your growth and improvement. In real-life scenarios, this might show up as you taking additional courses or certifications, practicing your craft obsessively until you can do it in your sleep, staying late to perfect your work when others have gone home, investing your own money in tools or education or resources that will make you better at what you do. You might be that person who is always learning, always improving, always raising your own standards even when others would say you are already good enough. And Taurus, this commitment to mastery matters tremendously because excellence cannot be denied or dismissed. When you are undeniably skilled, when your work speaks for itself, opportunities start coming looking for you instead of you having to chase them. The psychological dimension here is that you are building a core identity around mastery and quality rather than just getting by. You are becoming someone who takes genuine pride in their work, who knows their worth because they have put in the hours and developed real expertise. There is a quiet, unshakable confidence that comes from knowing you are really good at what you do, and that confidence is radiating from you now in ways that others can feel. What the cards want you to understand is that this period of dedicated practice and skill development is not just about the technical abilities themselves. It is about who you are becoming through the discipline, the focus, the commitment to excellence, and continuous improvement. You are becoming someone who can be trusted with bigger opportunities because you have proven you take quality seriously. Keep perfecting your craft with devotion, Taurus. Your mastery and expertise are the solid foundation of the glory and recognition that are coming your way very soon. The Empress came through next, and when this card appeared in your spread, I felt this abundant, fertile, lush, creative energy just wash over everything like a warm wave. The Empress sits on a plush throne in the midst of a vibrant forest, wearing a crown of 12 stars representing the zodiac and her connection to cosmic cycles, surrounded by fields of ripe golden wheat ready for harvest, a waterfall flowing with life force energy behind her, the Venus symbol prominently displayed on her shield. She is the ultimate creatrix, the divine manifester, the sacred feminine who brings ideas and visions into physical form through her deep connection to the earth and her own inherent creative power. What strikes me most powerfully about this card appearing in your reading, Taurus, is that this is showing the abundant energy you are stepping into right now. You are moving from the stage of the disciplined worker who perfects their craft into the stage of the abundant creator who manifests with ease and grace. You are entering a phase where what you touch seems to turn to gold, where your ideas bloom into reality with surprising ease, where resources and opportunities flow toward you naturally like water finding its level. The energy I am sensing suggests this is about more than just hard work finally paying off after years of effort. This is about you aligning with universal abundance on a frequency level and allowing yourself to actually receive blessings on a scale you have not experienced before in your life. This card reveals a profound truth that you are worthy of luxury, comfort, beauty, pleasure, and material success. You are not meant to struggle and sacrifice forever. You are not meant to barely scrape by while watching others prosper. You are meant to thrive in every sense of that word, to prosper abundantly, to enjoy the fruits of your labor in tangible, delicious, sensual ways. In practical terms, this might manifest as significant opportunities for financial growth and wealth building, creative projects that gain momentum and attention seemingly overnight, relationships that actually nourish you instead of draining you, your physical environment beautifying around you in noticeable ways, your body and health improving as you prioritize self-care. The Empress brings fertility and abundance to absolutely all areas of life simultaneously. What is being birthed through you right now, whether it is a project or a business or a new version of yourself, has the potential to sustain you and provide for you for many years to come. The emotional and spiritual insight here is that you are learning to truly embody worthiness, to see yourself as deserving of genuinely good things without having to suffer endlessly or prove yourself first. You are remembering at a cellular level that you were born under Taurus, the sign ruled by Venus, the Empress energy itself. You were literally made for pleasure and beauty, and earthly delights and material abundance. This is your birthright, not something you have to earn through suffering. The guidance is to consciously open yourself to receiving, without blocking your blessings with false modesty, or fear of losing what you gain, or guilt about having more than others. The universe is actively trying to spoil you right now, Taurus. Let it. Receive with open arms and a grateful heart. Now the King of Pentacles appeared, and Taurus, this is absolutely major, because this king represents the ultimate achievement and mastery in the material realm. This king sits powerfully on a substantial throne decorated with bull heads, your sacred symbol, surrounded by his magnificent castle and abundant gardens overflowing with grapes and prosperity, holding a golden scepter of authority in one hand and a large pentacle representing his wealth and kingdom in the other, wearing luxurious robes decorated with grapes symbolizing the abundant harvest of his efforts over time. His kingdom is visibly prosperous, his wealth is stable and secure, his power and influence are established through wisdom and strategic resource management rather than force. What I am picking up from this card is that you are being called into your full sovereign energy, into complete ownership of your power, your resources, and your domain. This is not about being rich in a flashy, showy way that attracts attention and envy. This is about being genuinely secure, truly stable, powerfully grounded in your worth and your proven capacity to generate and maintain real wealth over time. The energy of this king shows that you are becoming someone who does not just make money, but builds empires that last, who does not just work hard, but creates intelligent systems that work for them, who does not just survive, but thrives with grace and generosity toward others. What this reveals about where you are headed is significant. You are moving into a position of real authority, meaningful influence, and material mastery in your field. You are becoming the person that others come to for wisdom about resources, success strategies, and practical achievement. In real-world terms, this could manifest as a major promotion into leadership, where you oversee resources and people, a business venture finally taking off and becoming profitable beyond your projections, investments paying substantial dividends that create passive income, property or assets appreciating significantly in value, your reputation as a true expert in your field being solidified in ways that bring opportunities. This king does not hustle desperately or chase opportunities from a place of lack and scarcity. He makes powerful strategic moves from a place of certainty, abundance, and knowing his worth. The psychological shift happening inside you is profound. You are embodying the energy of earned success rather than trying to prove you deserve to be here. You are not asking permission anymore. You know you have done the work, developed the skills, made the sacrifices, paid your dues, and now you are ready to rule your domain with quiet confidence and strategic wisdom. What I need you to hear is that this king energy is your absolute birthright as a Taurus. You were literally made to build kingdoms in the material world. You were cosmically designed to turn vision and ideas into tangible reality that others can see and benefit from. Step fully into this sovereign energy without apologizing for your success, and watch what happens when you own your power completely. The World card came through, and Taurus, when I saw this card, I knew without any doubt that we were looking at completion and fulfillment on the absolute highest level possible. In this card, a figure dances joyfully in the center of a laurel wreath of victory, holding two wands representing balanced power, surrounded by the four fixed signs of the zodiac represented by the bull, the lion, the eagle, and the angel in each corner. This figure has reached the end of a long journey, has integrated all the lessons along the way, has achieved what they originally set out to accomplish, and now stands in a powerful moment of cosmic completion and well-deserved celebration. What immediately struck me about this card is the overwhelming sense of wholeness, of coming full circle, of reaching a destination you have been traveling toward for much longer than you might consciously realize. The energy I am picking up is that you are completing a major life cycle, Taurus. Something that began years ago, perhaps something you started working toward when you were a completely different version of yourself, with different beliefs and limitations, is now reaching its destined fulfillment. This card reveals that you are about to experience a profound sense of arrival, of having finally made it, of seeing all the scattered pieces of your journey come together into one beautiful, completed picture that makes perfect sense. This is not just one isolated goal being reached or one dream coming true. This is an entire chapter of your life, possibly multiple years, coming to its rightful conclusion in absolute triumph and vindication. In practical manifestation, this might look like finally achieving a long-held dream that others said was unrealistic, receiving recognition that acknowledges your entire journey, not just recent wins, reaching a level of success that feels like you have finally arrived where you were always meant to be, experiencing a sense of wholeness and satisfaction in multiple life areas simultaneously, rather than success in one area and struggle in others. The world brings complete fulfillment that touches everything at once. Emotionally and psychologically, this card shows that you are integrating all your experiences, the painful failures and the sweet victories, the heartbreak and the joy, the betrayals and the breakthroughs, into hard-earned wisdom and soul-level completion. You are no longer fragmented or searching or trying to find yourself. You are becoming whole and complete within yourself. The guidance here is genuinely profound, Taurus. You are about to step through a cosmic portal into a completely new level of existence. Everything you have been through, every single experience, good and bad, has prepared you perfectly for this moment. When this world energy fully activates in your physical reality, you will understand with absolute clarity why every single thing had to happen exactly as it did, why every detour was necessary, why every delay was protection. Get ready to dance in celebration inside your victory wreath. The Page of Pentacles showed up next, and what I absolutely love about this card appearing here is that even as you are reaching completion and mastery in one cycle, you are simultaneously opening to new opportunities and fresh starts in the material realm. This page stands in an open field of pure potential, holding a pentacle up in both hands, studying it with genuine curiosity and serious determination, with mountains of future possibility visible in the distance behind them. There is something about this page that feels both grounded and excited, both practical and optimistic, both careful and eager. What I am sensing from this card is that even as one major cycle completes with the World card, new opportunities are already appearing on your horizon before you even have time to rest. The universe is not done blessing you, Taurus. In fact, what is coming next might require you to be a student again in some way, to approach new territory with beginner's mind and genuine curiosity, while also bringing all your accumulated wisdom and experience. This card reveals that you are about to receive an offer, an opportunity, a new venture possibility, or a fresh stream of income that might seem relatively small or modest at first, but actually has massive growth potential if you nurture it properly. The page brings news and messages of earthly opportunities coming your way. In your daily reality, this could show up as a job offer that seems interesting, even if it is outside your usual path or comfort zone, a business idea that keeps persistently nudging at your awareness, an investment opportunity presented by someone you trust, a chance to monetize a skill or talent in a completely new way you had not considered, an invitation to participate in something that could be financially rewarding down the line. Pay close attention to what shows up in your physical reality over the coming weeks, even if it seems modest or small. Pages plant seeds that eventually grow into kingdoms if you water them. The emotional energy here is hopefulness mixed with groundedness and practicality. You are open to new possibilities and excited about potential, but you are also going to carefully vet opportunities, making sure they actually align with your core values and long-term vision rather than just jumping at anything shiny. What the cards want you to know is that saying yes to the right new beginning right now could open doors you cannot even imagine yet. This page is literally delivering a message from the universe directly to you. Something new and tangible is on its way to you right now. Be ready to receive it with both curiosity and careful discernment. Then the Nine of Wands appeared. And Taurus, this card made me pause and really feel into the journey, because it shows clearly that you have been through some serious battles to get to this point of incoming glory. The figure in this card stands visibly weary, but absolutely undefeated, bandaged from past fights and conflicts, leaning on one wand for support, while 8 other wands stand firmly planted behind them, like a defensive wall of hard-earned resilience. There is exhaustion visible in their posture. You can see they have been through it, but there is also absolute determination in their defensive stance. They have been wounded and hurt, but they are still standing upright, still guarding what they have built with their blood and sweat, still ready to defend their territory if needed. What this reveals is that your path to this season of glory has not been easy or smooth, Taurus. You have faced real opposition, painful betrayal, significant setbacks, moments when you genuinely wanted to quit and walk away, but somehow found the inner strength to keep going for one more day. The energy I am picking up is that you have developed an incredible resilience and toughness through what you have survived. You are not naive or idealistic anymore. You are battle-tested and street-smart. You know exactly what you are capable of enduring and overcoming. In practical terms, this might show up as you being more cautious and selective about who you trust with your dreams, more protective of your peace and energy, more aware of potential threats to your progress, and more prepared to defend your boundaries. You have learned to keep your guard up not because you are paranoid or negative, but because direct experience has taught you the hard lesson that not everyone wishes you well or celebrates your success. And Taurus, this protective awareness is not a weakness or a character flaw. This is earned wisdom. This is intelligent self-preservation. The psychological dimension here is that you have earned the absolute right to be protective of what you have built. You know intimately how much it cost you to get here, how many nights you cried, how many times you wanted to give up, how much you sacrificed. The guidance is that while you should definitely continue to protect your energy and your path wisely, do not let past hurts completely close you off from the genuine blessings and good people trying to reach you now. The Nine of Wands says you are almost at the finish line. You are in the final stretch before victory and vindication. Do not give up now when you are so close to breakthrough. Your resilience and refusal to quit are about to be rewarded in ways that make every single battle and wound absolutely worth it. The final card I pulled is Judgment. And Taurus, this is the absolutely perfect conclusion to your reading, because this card represents resurrection, rebirth, spiritual awakening, and answering your divine calling. In this card, The archangel Gabriel blows a powerful trumpet from the heavens, while figures rise from their graves below, arms outstretched upward, answering the call to new life and transformation. There is a massive sense of dramatic transformation happening, of old versions of self being completely shed like a snake shedding dead skin, of awakening to a higher calling and soul purpose. What strikes me most powerfully is that this is not a gentle, gradual evolution. This is a dramatic resurrection, a powerful rebirth, a moment of cosmic reckoning where everything changes at once. The energy I am picking up is that you are being directly called by heaven to step into the highest version of yourself, Taurus. The universe is literally calling you forward into your destiny, and when you answer that call with your whole heart, your entire life is going to shift at the foundation level. This card reveals that what is coming for you is not just material success or financial abundance, although those are definitely part of it. It is a complete transformation of your identity, your purpose, your entire path. You are being spiritually reborn into someone who operates at a completely different frequency than you did before. In real life, this might manifest as sudden clarity about your true life purpose that hits you like lightning, a calling that becomes so undeniable you cannot ignore it anymore. Opportunities that feel divinely timed and perfectly aligned appearing out of nowhere. People from your past reappearing with completely different energy and intentions. Situations that once seemed totally dead and buried suddenly coming back to life in genuinely miraculous ways. Judgment brings the energy of destiny being fulfilled, of karmic rewards finally arriving, of direct divine intervention in your life. Emotionally and spiritually, this card shows that you are experiencing a profound awakening to who you really are and why you are really here on this planet. The veils of illusion are lifting. The truth of your purpose is becoming crystal clear. What the cards want you to know is that this is your moment, Taurus. Heaven has been carefully preparing this breakthrough for you. All the hard work, all the patience, all the faith you maintained even when you could not see results, has led directly to this destined moment. When that trumpet sounds in your life through an opportunity or a realization or a meeting, when that divine call comes, answer it with absolutely everything you have. Your season of glory is not just beginning, it is erupting like a volcano, and nobody, absolutely nobody around you, is going to see it coming except you, because you have been preparing in secret. Taurus, as I sit here looking at all these cards spread out together, what I am seeing is a complete story of transformation, mastery, divine timing, and destined glory. You have been in serious preparation mode for longer than you probably realize, developing your skills relentlessly, building resilience through battles, trusting your intuition when logic said otherwise, doing the invisible work that nobody else could see or appreciate. And now, right now, the universe is about to reveal why everything happened exactly as it did, why every delay was actually protection, why every closed door was redirecting you towards something better. You are stepping into sovereign king and empress energy, abundant manifestation, and victorious completion all at the same time. This is not a gradual shift over years. This is a quantum leap that happens fast. The glory that is coming for you has been saved and protected for this precise moment in time, because you needed to become exactly who you are now to handle it properly, to sustain it long term, to not lose yourself in it, or let it change your character. You are ready in ways you do not even fully understand yet. So my guidance to you is this: trust what you know in your soul, even when you cannot explain it. Protect your energy fiercely, but remain genuinely open to the miracles trying to reach you. Keep perfecting your craft and building your empire brick by brick. Receive the abundance flowing toward you without guilt or fear of losing it. Stand tall in your resilience and hard-earned wisdom. And when heaven calls, when that judgment trumpet sounds in your life through whatever form it takes, answer it boldly and completely. You were born for this level of success, Taurus. Your season of glory begins right now, and it is going to be more magnificent than anything you dared to imagine in your most optimistic moments.